Ba-ba-doo-bo-bo. Hello, word nerds, and welcome to the dictionary. My name is Spencer, and I'm talking with a deeper voice today for some reason. How long can he keep it up? Welcome to the dictionary. Do all the things in the show notes. Whatever it says to do, do that. All right, let's talk about the words. The first entry in this episode is globalisation and also globalize. These are both spelled with the S because they are the British variations of globalisation and globalize with the Z's. Ooh, it's time to make a sound effect. I guess I should go woo, because that is an appropriate sound for global things. It's like going around the globe. All right, next we have globalism. This is a noun from 1943. It is a national policy of treating the whole world as a proper sphere for political influence. Compare to, here we go, we have some other versions, not synonyms probably, maybe just other things that are sort of related, similar, but different things. We have imperialism and internationalism. Feel like I should probably put a link in the show notes for globalism. What does this say? It's a policy and philosophy prioritizing global interconnectedness, promoting open economies, international cooperation, and shared, often top-down solutions for issues like climate change and trade. Honestly, that seems probably based on my limited knowledge of the world and my own personal opinions about stuff that I think I mentioned in the previous episode. That seems pretty good. Imperialism, from what I know, that's not so great. Internationalism seems pretty similar to globalism, but I don't really know. And yes, there is a Wikipedia link for globalism. Of course there is. Of course there is. I don't know why there's not a Wikipedia link for me yet. Actually, maybe there is. Probably not. I should probably look it up. I've never done this before. Yeah, don't think so. Don't think so. Why not? I guess I could start my own. It would be like, Spencer's dope. Done. All right, let's move on. Oh, globalist, that is a noun. Let's move on to globalization, noun from 1951. It is the act or process of globalizing. I am currently in the process of globalizing this podcast. This podcast is going through globalization. I have been mailing out cassette tapes to all of the different heads of all of the different countries all over the world and said, this is now your national podcast. But we have more. The state of being globalized, especially the development of an increasingly integrated global economy marked especially by free trade, free flow of capital, and the tapping of cheaper foreign labor markets. I'm sure some people have some opinions about all of this, and I don't know what to say about it. Globalization. We're going global. Woo! Now we have globalize. This is a transitive verb from 1944. It is to make global, especially to make worldwide in scope or application. And speaking of my podcast being globalizing my podcast, the analytics, they say where your podcast is going. Oh, by the way, just a few days ago, I had over 800 downloads. That is insanity to me. So if I look back at the last 180 days, which is what the most amount of time that this allows me to look at, unless I want to pay more money, which I don't. It shows me the top cities and also the countries. And let's see, where's the actual, here, downloads by country. Now, there was a massive bump in Singapore at some point. Thank you, Singapore. So let's tell you. Let's see. I have currently, from the last 180 days, as of April 24, 46.67% is from the United States of America, which is probably mostly me. Then just over 26% is Singapore. Canada has almost 4%. The UK has almost 3%. India has 2.7. Australia is 2.1. Brazil is 1.86. Germany is almost 1%. Argentina is 0.82. Azerbaijan is 0.76. Every time I hear Azerbaijan, I think of this They Might Be Giant song about the countries of the world. Mexico is 0.69%. The Philippines, 0.64. United Arab Emirates, 0.61. Saudi Arabia, 0.57. Turkey, 0.55. And other is 8.22. That's a lot of others. They're all pretty low percentages. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just an interesting thing that like this is around the world. Hey, shout out, where are you from? Send me a voicemail, send me an email, send me a DM on the social media. What country are you from? Why are you listening to this? What's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. You are the best. All right, let's move on to, I think we're here. Beep. Global positioning system. 3 words. The first letters are capitalized. It's a noun from 1974. You know, the synonym is GPS. GPS, Global Positioning System. This has become rampant. If I remember correctly, we wouldn't be able to have GPS without Einstein's one of his theories of relativity. It's the general or the special. I don't remember which one. And we've got it in our phones now. We've got it on our watches. Probably. We've got it on these just tiny little discs that you can hold in things so you can find those things later when you lose them, because you're inevitably going to lose your keys or your wallet or your whatever. And I keep one of those little GPS tiles on the back of my head, so when I lose my head, I can find it. Yeah, we're just constantly tracking our locations. Of course, you can turn it off on your phone, but why would you want to do that? That's silliness. Whoop. Next is global village. Noun from 1960. This is the world viewed as a community in which distance and isolation have been dramatically reduced by electronic media. And examples of the electronic media would be television and the internet. Now, this is from 1960. The internet did not exist in 1960. I don't know. It's possible that they had like the inklings of the internet, but only in maybe labs or something, and not how we know it now. Television, for sure. Television was definitely something that has sort of shrunken, I use with air quotes, shrunken the world. And yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about at the end of the previous episode, how technology has brought us closer together, has allowed us to connect with people from all over the world in this crazy way. And then the internet just went, you know what you were doing before, that's nothing. That pales in comparison to what I can provide for you. Make us a global village, because we think of a village as like a tiny little place that has maybe, I don't know, tens of people or maybe hundreds of people. And but the global side, that's huge. That's billions of people. We have probably almost 9 billion people now. But so then it's like, oh, the big and the small, and combining them, and it's making the big feel like much smaller than it really is. The global village. Whoa. Now we have, we have global warming. Noun from 1969. Now let's just say global warming, if we want to use that term, which is not the best term, it's accurate but not exactly. That has been going on for quite a while. But we didn't, I guess, make it a term until 1969. So this is an increase in the Earth's atmospheric and oceanic temperatures widely predicted to occur due to an increase in the greenhouse effect resulting especially from pollution. Oh boy, what to even say about this? I mean, we call it climate change now. If there are people out there who do not believe that this is an actual thing that is happening, what to say? I mean, we have basically proven that A, this is happening, and B, that humans are the ones who created it. There are natural fluctuations in the Earth's temperature going back thousands and millions of years. But what we have seen in the last 100+ years ago is directly the fault of humans. The Industrial Revolution, putting out all of this crap into the air, and so many other things that humans have done. So I think we need to scale back. We need to make some change. We have known that we need to make some change for decades. 1969, they knew this was happening. And it took a long time for people to realize, and people are trying, but corporations and countries are the ones who need to be making bigger change, and there are countries who are really trying. And you know what? You know who's not doing a great job at trying? America. Yep. We think that individual people can't do so much, but if a whole bunch of individual people believe that an individual person can do a lot, then we're going to really, really, really start to see some change. If people start not supporting these products or companies that are doing very bad things to the environment in a lot of different ways, if we're not supporting them, then we start to shift to other things that are maybe better for the environment, for climate change. And here's the thing. Nature will survive. The earth will survive. We always say, we're killing the earth. The earth finds a way to create balance, and that's what happens. The polar ice caps melt, and it creates all of this extra water and heat and moisture in the air, which means we get more storms and bigger storms and more tornadoes and more of everything. Everything is more and stronger, and we're already seeing these effects. And I think I'm going off on little tangents, but this is just where the brain goes. I'm a little pessimistic that we're going to come back from this. Oh, I was saying the earth will survive. The earth will find balance. It will be fine. I feel bad for the animals and the plants who are suffering from something that they had no control over. Many humans had no control over this. There are countries who do nothing to provide to this climate change. And a lot of humans are gonna suffer, either guilty ones or innocent ones. And we're basically creating an incredibly difficult Earth to live on, and it's only our fault. And maybe at some point, if we look very far in the future, all the humans will be gone, and one can hope, and then Earth can maybe start over again. Earth is like, can I just spin faster and make you guys go away? Nope, doesn't work that way. Global warming, it's our fault. That's the motto of global warming. Okay, we've talked enough about that. Now let's move on to globe. The first form of globe is a noun from the 15th century. This is something spherical or rounded, as we have a sub-definition, a spherical representation of the earth, a celestial body, or the heavens. How do you represent the heavens in a globe? And the heavens are out there, but then how do you flip it and make it into a globe? I don't understand how that works. Do I have any globes here? I don't think so. No globes. I think we might have a little one on our shelf at home, but I don't have any globes here. Nope. The only globe is my head. And then we have B. The synonym is the number 4 definition for the word Earth. We call Earth the globe. The globe. Let's do some globe trotting. Ooh, are we going to see that? Yes, we are. And then C. The synonym is the number 5 definition for the word orb. Orb. Okay, so this is from the Latin word globus, which it doesn't say what that means, but I guess it probably just means globe. Usually when they don't give a definition or a translation for the foreign language word, it just means the word that we're talking about. Globe. Now, let's go to woo, the second form of globe. This is a transitive verb from 1641. It's archaic. Have you ever used the verb to globe? Let's go globing. It means to form into a globe. Well, I guess we can't go globing, but we can do globing. Maybe on the weekend we like to do the activity of globing, forming things into globes. Maybe clay. That's probably the easiest. Let's turn clay into a globe. And then you just draw all the little countries. Here's Hawaii. That's not a country. Okay, now let's move on to woo. Globe amaranth. 2 words, noun from 1733. This is an annual herb of the amaranth family, often cultivated as an ornamental for its dense globe-shaped flower heads, which can be dried and nearly full retention. Can be dried with nearly full retention of their color. Oh, so when you dry them, they keep their color. And I guess maybe other things when they get dried, they don't keep their color? I'm going to look up some pictures of globe amaranth, and you can't stop me. I know you're trying, but I am not letting you stop me. Ooh, yes, these are very cool. Very pretty. We are seeing a lot of purples here, for one. And, yeah, they really do, like, it's funny, their shape of their flower head shape is very globular, spherical, but they have these tiny little petals, so they look kind of spiky, but they're really quite global in that way. And then this one picture I'm looking at, it's the lower petals are much more of like a deeper purple, and then they kind of get lighter and lighter as they go up, and then it's like straight up white on top. This one's all red. And I've probably seen these out there in the world. These ones are pretty. Ooh, these are fiery. They have like a deep red, and then orange, and then yellow tips. Ooh, those are very cool. I gotta post some pictures of global amaranth. I have a list. It's such a long list. I've been so busy at work, I have not been able to think about posting on Instagram. Maybe today I can just do like 5. Just do a bunch. By the way, this species name is Gomphrena? Whoa, that's an interesting word. Gomphrena globosa. That's a great one. Do you agree that that is a great species name? Gomprena, then globosa. Gomphrena globosa. I don't know where the emphasis is. All right, globe amaranth. That's pretty great. Now, let's move on to globe artichoke. Noun from 1846. The synonym is just the first definition for the word artichoke. And I'm sure I said some wonderful things about that way back in 2019. Whoop! Next is globefish. This one is 1 word. It's a noun from 1668. Just think for a second. What type of fish would you call a globefish? What sort of fish is shaped like a globe sometimes? The synonym is the number 1 definition for pufferfish. Those pufferfish, they puff up, they're like, whoop, and then they go, I'm the shape of a globe now. What happened? I didn't know I could do that. Of course, I should probably post a picture of a pufferfish on the social media. Well, we'll call it a globefish. And what's also fascinating is I should post what their skeleton looks like. It's like all of these weird, uh, sort of like angled bones that are like all interlocked in each other, and then it can expand. Man, nature, what you doing? You have some clever creative ideas. All right, now we have globe flower, one word. And yes, this flower is like the amaranth flower, spelled that way. Noun from 1597. It is any of a genus of plants of the buttercup family, usually with globose yellow or orange flowers. Globose. I think we're going to see that word, later in this episode. The genus is Trollius. It's like troll and then IUS. So I think we need to look up like what globe flower seems like such a generic term. But when I look it up, we have these yellow globular flowers. Let's see. So they I don't know. When the petals are all closed up, maybe it's before they open, it looks very, very much like a globe. But then they open up and they just look like your typical flower. But they do well, the petals are very round. And so yes, they do have a bit of a globe feel to them. And we'll learn more about globos very soon in this episode. So that was globe flower of the genus Trollius, and they have yellow and orange flowers petals. They do. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of yellows and oranges. Whoa. Now we have globe mallow. Mallow. Oh, man, that reminded me. I just had a dream where somebody was offering us marshmallows. I don't know, were we at a cafe or something? But it was weird. It was like they were pulling off a thing from, I don't know what was going on. But I was like, yes, please, I would like vegan marshmallows. I think I said, are they Dandies? And they said, yes, Dandies, that's a vegan brand. Marshmallows. Okay, so a globe mallow, 2 words, noun from 1900. Any of a genus of coarse herbs of the mallow family found in arid regions of North and South America and often have clusters of cup-shaped pink or scarlet flowers. And the genus name is Sphaeralcea. Sphaeraeeralcea. Sphaeralcea. That's probably closer. I don't know much about the globe mallow or the mallow family at all. We gotta look up the globe mallow. Oh boy, that is a fascinating color. It almost looks like a salmon. It's like a bright sort of reddish orangish. And how did it explain that? The buttercup family? No, that was the globe flower. The mallow family, arid regions, clusters of cup-shaped pink or scarlet. Yeah, kind of scarlet, kind of pink in that world. And yes, they when the petals are out, they just form a cup. It's like you could put a globe inside of it, and it's the cup for the globe. And yes, a very rounded petals, and they create, when they're open, they kind of create like a nice edge around the top of the cup, the rim of the cup. All right, so that was globe mallow, and now we have globe thistle, Thistle, noun from 1597, any of a genus of widely cultivated Asian and Mediterranean composite herbs with spiky globose blue or white flowers. Hey, let's go back to the internet and let's replace mallow with thistle. I just had to do a TH. Oh, yes. We need to post pictures of all of these. We've got the globe amaranth. I think I can skip the globe artichoke. I think artichoke is artichoke. Globe fish, globe flower, globe mallow, globe thistle. We'll see if there's any more. But this globe thistle looks like the little ball of that book, A Horton Hears a Who. It kind of looks like that, and it's this like looks like this puffy ball with these spikes coming out, and it's like almost perfectly spherical, and it's got these like dark blues and purples, and the points of the little, I don't, could you even call these petals? They're these spiky things. They're much lighter on the edges and darker on the inside, and this looks like a very cool plant. And it looks like you don't want to touch it. It looks like you might get poked, but I don't think you will. Globe thistle. The genus name is Echinops. Echinops. I assume that is pronounced Echinops. All right, fascinating. Okay, now we got to move on to globe trotter. 2 words with a hyphen, noun from 1875. A person who travels widely, and maybe as they are traveling the globe, they're like, whoa. That's the sound they make when they go around the world. And then also the things that they see when they travel the world, they're like, whoa. Globe trotting is a noun or an adjective. I have been a little bit of a globe trotter in my life, mostly because of work. Thank you, work. But I would like to do more. I would like to do more personal travel. There's so many places that I've never been, that I've never seen, and I want to see it all. I want to go all over the world. Will you let me do that? Maybe we should take this podcast on the road, because I'm pretty sure people in Azerbaijan would like to hear me read the dictionary a little bit at a time. Whoa. Next is Globin. Josh Globin? Globin. It's a noun from 1877. This is a colorless protein obtained by removal of heme from a conjugated protein, and especially hemoglobin. Oh, hemoglobin. Never really thought about that. Hemoglobin. It's all about blood. I think heme is blood and stuff. Yeah, I don't really understand this stuff. I just like saying globin and hemoglobin. Those are fun words to say. Say them with me now. Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Heme and globin. You put them together, you got hemoglobin. All right, now let's move on to globoid. Globoid. Adjective from 1887. Shaped like a sphere. It's globoid. It's like a globe and a sphere. So it's kind of like that. Like these blue globe thistles that I see here up on my screen, they would be globoid because they are like almost perfectly spherical. Yeah, they are. It's the truth. Whoop. Next is globos. So we had a couple definitions that had this word in them. We had the globe thistle has spiky globose blue or white flowers. We also had the globe flower had globose yellow or orange flowers. So what is globose? Adjective from the 15th century. The synonym is the 1A1 definition for the word globular, which is actually our next word. And the example is globose pollen. So I believe that's basically pollen that is kind of shaped like a globe, and or things that sort of create the shape of a globe. Because this thistle, the flowers, the petals themselves aren't shaped like a globe, but they create, when you put them all together, they create the shape of a globe. All right, well, now we should probably talk about that word. Globular. Let's see. Globular, but 1B is globular. Think about that when we get to 1B. So, this is an adjective from 1654. Number 1A1, this is the definition that globos sent us to. It is having the shape of a globe or globule. 1A2, compared composed of compactly folded polypeptide chains arranged in a spherical form. These things coming together to create that spherical form, as in globular proteins. 1b, this is the one that's pronounced globular, and the synonym is global. So just anything that's just, well, this podcast obviously is globular. I don't think people are probably saying globular so much, mostly global. Number 2, having or consisting of globules. That's going to be at the beginning of the next episode. Globules. We have a little etymology. It's partly from the Latin globus plus the English suffix ular. And there's not much. That's pretty much it. That's all. All right, let's do one more for this episode. That was me going around Saturn. All right, the last entry here is globular cluster, 2 words, noun from 1859. This is any of various approximately spherical clusters of gravitationally associated stars that typically populate galactic halos. It is called also just globular. Okay, so these are clusters of gravitational associated stars. So stars that are connected to each other gravitationally, so maybe they're like rotating around each other. But why are they spherical clusters? Oh, so does that mean that there's enough of them that when you like look at them as a whole, they sort of create the shape of a sphere? Ooh, this is fascinating. I think I need more information. A globular cluster. Here, let's look at what this has to look like. I mean, I don't know how close these stars are to each other, but when you look at it from far away, you see that there's a whole bunch of stars relatively close to each other, and there's kind of a circle shape, probably a spherical shape. We're only looking at it from one direction, but if you looked at it from the NSYNC direction, maybe it would look like a sphere, because that's really how things happen out there in space. Things are being affected. Gravity is affecting things in all directions at the same time. A globular cluster. Okay, cool. Fascinating stuff. Now, we need to pick a word of the episode. Today we had globalization and globalize, globalism, globalization, globalize, global positioning system, global village, global warming, globe, globe amaranth, globe artichoke, globe fish, globe flower, globe mallow, globe thistle, globe trotter, globin, globoid, globois, globular, and globular cluster. Those are all the words. And the one that I'm going to pick is coming slowly to my brain. It's coming from my stomach. It's going up and up and up into my head. And let's pick globalism as the word of the episode. Globalism is where people are coming together to be global, a global village, because we're doing globalization. Yeah, that was a song, I think. Next movie on the list is called Normal. This is a movie, I believe it has come out yet. Yes, I think it just came out last week officially, but we saw an early screening. There was a fest of sort of genre horror-y movies in Chicago, and this movie was being played, and it was written by the guy who wrote, I think, the first 3 John Wick movies and other very fun, good movies. And it stars, and both of these people were in attendance, and they did a Q&A. It stars the one and only Bob Odenkirk. Oh boy. I guess Bob Odenkirk was a co-writer, but the other guy did most of it, they said. Derek Kolstad. This is a very fun movie. Oh, let's just real quick talk about Derek Kolstad. Oh, Nobody and Nobody 2, which were also action movies with Bob Odenkirk, and he did John Wick and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh yeah, Ballerina, that was part of that. Or I guess it was characters created by. He didn't write it. Okay, so Nobody. No, sorry, that was the other one. Normal. They both start with N-O, and that's confusing. It takes place in Normal, Minnesota, and it's the story of a temporary police chief in a very small town, and some stuff goes down. It's basically an action comedy, and it's very fun, and it's worth a watch, I think. Um, and Henry Winkler is in it, and some other great people. All right. On that note, this has been Spencer dispensing information. Goodbye.